Hi, you guys. Welcome to my channel, The Esoteric Libra. Today, I'm going to be doing a collective energy reading, okay? I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm going to hop in with some oracle messages, and then I'm going to clarify the oracles with tarot, okay? If you guys like to book me, go ahead and text the number on the screen, okay? And I'll get back to you within the hour, okay? Or you can check in the description box below if you're coming from YouTube, okay? So, we're going to start with the ancestor message first. Ancestors, what do you guys have to say to the collective energy? Oh, wow. I just looked over here, and there's a little white feather before I even pull this card. It's a little white feather, okay? And I feel like you guys have a lot of angels around you right now, okay? And speaking of angels around you, I was actually in the bathroom yesterday, and there was like some kind of like white smudge on the mirror. You know the mirrors that like kind of open and close? And so oh, the cabinets with the mirror on the thing, But yeah, anyways, there's like a white smudge or something on it, right? But it's like in the reflection, it looked like a pair of angel wings. Okay, so you guys can have a lot of angels around you right now. Okay, you have thorn. I love that so much because the thorn actually talks about protection. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, like, am I safe right now? Especially if you're dealing with any natural disasters, like here in California, we're having a lot of like wildfires right now. Okay, so if you're dealing with like natural disasters or just things that are out of your control, and you're wondering like, am I good? Am I okay? Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys actually have angelic protection surrounding you. Okay, specifically when you're going through like obstacles. Okay, yeah, mutation. This talks about a release. Okay, it talks about possibly like crying or possibly it's not giving me the energy of working out because sometimes I like also feel like sweat and like burning energy, okay, like in that way. But this is specifically giving me like the energy of crying, okay, or some kind of purge that you're having, but it's like very emotional, okay. If you're not dealing with any natural disasters or anything like that, that could definitely just have to do with something else in your life, okay, that you might have to let go of right now, okay. So let's see. I'm also hearing you're built for this, you're made for this, okay. Spirit doesn't want you guys to be too attached to material possessions right now, okay. Rest and rejuvenation, yeah. So I'm also getting like, if I feel like someone here is like really like dead set on holding on to something, okay, someone here needs to just let it go. I feel like I talked about this in one of my previous collective readings too, okay. Someone here needs to just let it go, okay. No, that wasn't even a collective, it was for divine feminine, okay. So you could be a feminine energy who I'm talking to, okay. But the energy that you need to be in is very much the energy of withdrawal, okay, the energy of putting yourself first, um possibly meditating, possibly just taking time for solitude, okay. Yeah, anxiety, because your nerves, I feel like someone's nerves are all over the place right now. What is storm? The death card, because somebody could be a Scorpio, okay. But aside from okay, wow, yeah, that's definitely confirmation, because Scorpio is also the 8th zodiac, and the thorn card is a number 8. That's what we're clarifying right now, okay. So someone here could be a strong Scorpio or have that strong in their birth chart. But the Scorpio energy has to do with endings, it has to do with transformation, and it also has to do with money, sex, and all these things, right? So you could be cutting some kind of cord in regards to that, okay. And when it comes to money, specifically other people's money, okay, um you could be someone who is how do you say this, you could, if you're a feminine energy, you could be with someone who is a provider, okay, but I don't think this person treats you that well, okay. Someone here bases all their the masculine you're with, I feel like they base their treatment towards you off of what they provide for you, okay, and they don't treat you that great, okay, but you stay because something here is being paid for, okay, is what I'm getting. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles on the top. I didn't even see this. You got the 4 of Pentacles right here on the top too. And with that being said, I feel like someone here don't even really be doing that much. I feel like they provide for you certain things, but I feel like they're still stingy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they're stingy as fuck with their emotions, or maybe they're just like very tit for tat. Like, if you do this, I'll do that. You know, that kind of rhyme. That was like Dr. Seuss vibes. Okay, let's see. What is thorn? Look, it was the devil card. It kind of wanted to fall out in reverse, though. So to me, that's a good sign, okay? Especially coming out with the Six of Swords right here on top. I do feel like you're getting tired, okay? I definitely get like, I feel like you're getting tired, okay? I feel like you don't care about like going through the hard part anymore, okay? I feel like you've already like mentally accepted, like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to just accept the way this process unfolds, okay? And I feel like you're ready to just make the move to do what you have to do, okay? Oh, Five of Cups right here after that too. Yeah, I feel like you kind of feel like you're taking an L in a way, but it also, with the Queen of Cups being right here too, I feel like you know how to get yourself back right. Like, you know how to stay in a mental state to where you're not letting your emotions dictate your motion. Okay? Yeah, the Fool card, this new beginning. I love that for you, actually. What is rest and rejuvenation? Sorry, hold on. I gotta switch. But look, the Ten of Swords, after I stop shuffling, the Ten of Swords is right here on top. Okay? And then the King of Pentacles right behind it. Someone here's going to feel like you betrayed them. Someone here's going to try to gaslight you. All this bullshit. They're going to start to bringing up all the things that they bought for you. Even though, really, when you remove yourself, you're going to realize that you were the whole reason this person was really up the way they was up anyways. You were the money. You were the energy. You were that girl. Okay, I know this is a collective energy, but that's really what I'm getting here. The Two of Coins just wanted to come out. Okay, I'm not going to take it because I was talking. I don't remember how I shuffled the cards. But Two of Coins. Someone here could also be like trying to get you pregnant or some shit like that. So you don't leave, though. Five of Cups. The fuck? The Eight of Swords. That's what I'm saying. This is a very, like, someone here is dealing with a nigga that really ain't shit. Okay? That's really what I'm getting here. I don't know if you just don't know no better or what, but it's really giving me the energy of, like, a feminine dealing with some kind of masculine energy, right? And I feel like you're actually the prize. You're actually the reason this person is in the position that they're in. They treat you like shit, right? And they basically give you this fake lifestyle that they allegedly provide for you, but at the same time, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they gaslight you, they talk to you bad, they convince you to stay. Everything is very verbal, but there's minimal action here. Okay, that's really what this is giving. Okay. But what's the solution? I feel like you built this person up. That's really what this is giving. Two of Cups just came out right here. I feel like you did that. Okay. Okay. Then you have the Eight of Coins right here. Spirit is really encouraging you. And then the Fool again. Okay. And then the Queen of Coins right here. Okay. And then the Magician. Spirit is really like encouraging you to really like buckle down and like focus on your goals. Okay. Like, I really strongly get that. Nine of Cups right here. The Nine of Cups is good because this is like the energy of someone being satisfied and fulfilled on their own. Okay. And it's not to say like, oh, I don't need a man, because you do need a man. You know, if that's, you know, I don't want to get too deep in that rabbit hole, but I don't like that term. I don't need a man, because I don't think that's true. I think women just say that because they be hurt. But, you know, I feel like women can also do a lot on their own. You know, like, it's really good to put yourself in a certain position before you hop into a relationship, because it eliminates a lot of problems. Okay. And it helps you to also, you know, like, learn what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept when it comes to dealing with men, because a man will really try to bare minimum in your ass if you let him, or if you don't understand your value. You know, they're going to give you exactly what you give yourself. or less, okay, if they can. So that's what I mean when I say that. A chakra message. I'm gonna give you a chakra message. But the last card, the sun card, okay? Like, you really need to prioritize yourself right now. Okay, the sun card is a Leo energy. Look, and then you have the third chakra. It didn't come out all the way, but this is solar plexus energy. Okay, again, the solar plexus is your inner sun. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm only taking the first one that fell out. Okay, but it's, why is it the same card? It's the same card. Okay, I'll just take both of them. Whatever. But the first one that came out was the seventh chakra. Okay, this is the crown chakra. Title is divine intervention. Okay, this is your connection to spirit, basically, and your higher self. So it says, I honor a higher power and I know that anything is possible. I let a higher power have a more active presence in my life, and I know that my life is divinely guided. I surrender to this truth and I know that I am loved, guided, and protected by a higher source. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. And I actually love that so much, because I feel like when you have faith, you don't feel lack at all. Okay, like, you could literally be down to your last, whether this is in a financial sense, whether this is in whatever case, right? But I'm just gonna go with finances because that's probably the most common. Okay, like, you could be down to your last, right? Say you only got $5 to your name, and say you walking somewhere and somebody's like, oh, you got $1, you got some change or something like that, and even though you down to your last, you still give it to them, right? And it's like, for that very reason, you get blessed in a way bigger way than what you thought you were going to get blessed, right? Just because you have faith. Okay. There's no reason to take from another person when you have faith, when you know who your God is, right? There's no reason to operate from a place of, I don't have, because you're going to always be provided for. Even if you don't have it, you know that it'll come when you need it because of divine intervention. Okay. I love that. So then you also have third chakra, solar plexus energy, same card that was there the first time. Okay, it's right here in the sternum area, color is yellow. Title is the warrior. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. I unfold my full potential as an empowered person with a true sense of who I am. I grow into consciousness as I overcome and transcend life's challenges. I need the warrior inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous in moving forward. I love that. I feel like someone also try to, like, dumb you down. Okay, maybe like they met you in a certain energy and they fight you about that, right? Like, they might dumb you down or like try to make you feel a way about your confidence or about the way you dress or about whatever, but it's the same thing that attracted them to you. Okay, I don't know how to explain this shit, but it's like, I feel like over time you got into this mindset where you're very much in a constant state of being humble. You don't have to constantly be humble. Okay, especially as a woman, you just don't. Okay, like, you know what that means? Like, that means that you're shrinking yourself down. That means that you're being less than who you are. That's not okay. Anywho, that's what I have for you guys today. If this reading resonates, go ahead and text the number on the screen, okay? Book me for a personal reading, one-on-one, okay? And if this reading resonates with you, go ahead and give the video a like. Also follow me right here on TikTok or YouTube, wherever you're coming from, okay? Peace. Bye.